Welcome to the Unscripted Authentic Leadership Podcast. I'm your host, John LeBrun. If you are looking to level up your leadership or your business, this is the right place for you. At Unscripted, we believe you were created special and for a God-ordained purpose. So hang on, you're about to become the leader that God has called you to be. Before I dive into this episode, I have to tell you this episode is powered by patreon.com/unscriptedleadership. Your contribution to the Unscripted Patreon account is making a huge difference and has helped us reach 36 countries and over 550 cities. So well done and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You can become an Unscripted member for only $5 a month at patreon.com/unscriptedleadership. Have you ever heard of the Marshmallow Experiment? Yeah, marshmallow. Well, is it marshmallow or marshmallow? Either way, it's the gooey goodness inside the center of the chocolate and graham cracker s'more. Yeah, that marshmallow. The Marshmallow Experiment. In the 1960s, a Stanford professor began conducting a series of psychological studies. During his experiments, his team tested hundreds of children, typically around the ages of 4 or 5. These experiments would later show us what is now deemed as one of the most important and critical characteristics of success: delayed gratification. So this team of experts began the Marshmallow Experiment by bringing children into a private room, sitting them down in a chair, and placing a single marshmallow in front of them, and each child was offered a deal. If they left the marshmallow, aka they didn't eat it, for 15 minutes, when the researcher had returned, the child would get 2 marshmallows. So you can eat one now or wait 15 minutes and eat 2 later. The researchers left the room for 15 minutes and watched the video footage. And you'd be amazed what you saw, or maybe you probably saw what you assumed. Some of the kids, they ate that marshmallow as soon as the door closed. Others would squirm around looking at it, bouncing in their chairs, not sure what they're going to do, how long they can restrain themselves before eventually giving in to the temptation. And then there were a smaller percentage, who would wait the entire 15 minutes for that 2 marshmallow reward. Over the next 40 years, the researchers conducted routine follow-ups with the volunteer patients, or there were 5, so maybe they were voluntold. But they found that the children who had learned delayed gratification had higher SAT scores, had better overall health, as in like less obesity and so forth, lower stress levels, better social skills, stronger finances as adults, and overall more happiness. They were happier people. The study has proven that a person's ability to delay gratification is strongly correlated with patience, impulse control, self-control, and willpower. So why is it so hard? A university professor from Pennsylvania suggests that it was our uncertainty of our future and future rewards that makes delaying gratification such a challenge. He says, quote, "The timing of real-world events is just not very predictable." So your instant gratification is simply your display to the world that you're not confident in your future or your ability to produce real, long-lasting, sustainable results. Let's fix this. This Instagram highlight reel, fake it till you make it lifestyle may give you a jolt of followers, but it gives you less tribe members. Your tribe wants to rock with you long term. These are the people who appreciate your journey. They respect your personal growth. And most importantly, they love you, not your fake car or your fake trips or your one trip that you bought with a little bit of money you saved to act like you're big time. Let me give you a few tips for delaying your gratification. Number 1, write a vision, make a game plan, and reverse engineer that plan into daily action-oriented steps. Most people do not delay good for great because they simply do not see great for themselves. The word says, write a vision and make it plain. If you can see it and believe it, then you can achieve it. Number 2, put rewards along the journey. You don't have to delay all of life. Success is a lifelong journey. So set some milestones. You don't have to wait until you're a multi-millionaire for your first reward. So set some milestones, and when you hit those, give yourself an appropriate reward. Just don't give yourself a reward that's going to set you back. If your goal is to make $50,000 in your business, you don't set the reward of making $50K and then buying a $50K car. That sets you back. But let's say you love football and you said, I am not watching football on Sundays or any other days until I hit this goal because it's a distraction and it's in the way. So you hold off the entire football season because your reward is when I hit 50K, I'm not watching the game on TV. I'm going first row in person. So you delayed the good for the great, the average for the above average, the crumbs for the abundance. Number 3, start learning to delay by delaying some easy things. Not everything has to be hard. I remember I had a marketing entrepreneur friend who loved ice cream. And just kind of in random conversation, he said, you know what, until I hit this goal, which he thought would probably take maybe a max of 12 months, I'm not going to eat ice cream. Ha ha ha. People said, you couldn't do it. And he said, all right, watch me. I'll do it. Next 12 months, I cannot eat ice cream for 12 months. No problem. So this entrepreneur told himself and his entire tribe, no ice cream for 12 months. Well, that goal took 8 years. Miscalculated just a little bit. For 8 years, this guy did not eat ice cream. It seems silly. He probably forgot what it tastes like. So he had no ice cream. Honest to goodness, nothing for 8 years until he hit that goal. He never gave up. I give major props to never giving up on that goal. He hit the goal. He went out and got the biggest, most bodacious bowl of ice cream you've ever seen in your life and loved it. Here's the thing. He didn't care that much about the ice cream. He likes ice cream, but it was so good to taste the victory of hitting that goal and enjoying some sprinkles on that ice cream. So today, I challenge you to jump off the bullet train to gratification station and start climbing the slow but rewarding ladder to success. It's a smaller but more elite, inclusive club where you are joined only by those who have earned it. This is a welcoming club where the veteran members show much respect to the newbies because they too know what you had to do to get there. Jump in, fam. It's warm. Unscripted family. Let's delay the good for the great. Don't settle for crumbs when you were created for abundance. That is all for today. As always, we pray that you be the leader that God has called you to be. Until next time.